Hello Aquarius, welcome back to your weekly intuitive bundle reading by Mermaid Love Tarot. Thank you for being here. I want to thank everybody who has been part of the lives. We have been having such a blast. You guys have to subscribe so that you don't miss the notifications. And also because during that time I answer tarot questions for free. Of course, if you're interested in a personal reading, because the proof is in the pudding, people have been noticing how very precise my readings are and have been inquiring about personal readings. So that information is in the description box. Also, if you are cross-watching, thank you. And also don't forget to watch your other placements, because there might be a message there for you. That's extremely important. These videos never expire, and so it's very important. Also, cross watch if you're not doing that right now and this is your actual sign. I'm also going to attach a playlist at the end of the video of all the readings. Nothing has a date. I stopped doing that because we're all energies, and there's just no date. Whenever you find a reading, it was meant to find you. And also the egg ritual, so that you can cleanse your energies. There's a lot of information there, so check that out. But people have seen that my gifts are no joke. I call out the cards. I have a reading on my channel that I did for Scorpio. My sister was a Scorpio, and I pretty much predicted that she was have a death in the family, and the person who passed away was my nephew. I posted it June 9th, and on the 10th my nephew passed away. So I have been completely heartbroken, trying to stay focused, doing these readings for you guys to keep my mind right. So if you guys are going through the same thing I'm going through, my condolences. Please also be patient, as I do not take the cards. I always wait for my guides to give them to me. It's just, I was telling people what was going to happen even before tarot. So tarot is just an instrument. That's why I'm able to call out the cards for my gifts, because it's just what it is. All right, so I've set aside 2 cards that we're gonna reveal at the end. I just like to see how my reading ties in, and we're just gonna check energies. And it says here, prepare for change. Change is the only constant. Prepare for it with an open heart and mind. All right, you guys, welcome change. Because you guys will be so surprised, even when you've been through something horrible, of how good God is, or whoever you believe in, when they're ready to make that change in your life. The blessings that come from the hurdles of life, okay? Don't look at change as something negative. Don't. All right? It says transformation. Wow, somebody else just had this card. Literally, I think it was Gemini. All right, so change and transformation, hand in hand, same thing, hand in hand. You cannot make this up, okay? It says, release all habits, embrace new opportunities for growth, and trust in the universe plan for you, right? Trust it. Because when change, transformation, the number 5 comes out, it's 90% of the time, 99% of the time, it's a good thing. And you're preparing for that transformation. All right, you guys, you need to release whatever caused you pain, whatever you no longer care about, whatever that no longer brings anything to your life, and you need to let it go. And just prepare, because change is beautiful. All right, having said that, I anticipate the Death card. I anticipate the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, Judgment, a lot of Swords, 9, 10, and 4. Maybe the number 2, the 2 of Swords, but also a lot of Wands. So we might see the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands. All right, you guys, I'm calling them out. All right, so we're gonna go with my first. If you're watching this on a YouTube short, I'm leaving the link below so that you can watch the full reading. All right, and thank you. So we have the first 3 cards. All right, so we have the 9 of Cups. There was something that you guys maybe were praying about, and it's gonna come true, okay? This might have had to do with wealth. The Nine of Cups is, you know, Cancer energy, Pisces, and Scorpio, okay? You guys might be in something with the sign of Scorpio, okay? People used to think that Aquarius was a water sign, but it's not. It's an air sign. All right. But definitely there's wealth coming in. You're going to be very proud of some accomplishment. This might be the accomplishment that you are letting something go and moving on, right? And you've accomplished to move forward, to transform, to accept change, and to be open and welcome it with open arms. All right, you guys, but definitely something you guys have been maybe manifesting, asking for, get ready for it because it's coming. All right, this is true wish fulfillment. All right. So I told you when that first card came out, prepare for change. I gave you the whole preach that when change happens, it's only for the best, 99% of the time. Then you have the Two of Cups because you were going through this harmony. All right. You may have been going through a divorce like myself, a breakup, you know, some type of disagreement at work with somebody else, but it's pointing because it's in the reverse, the Two of Cups. All right. So if you guys were going through a breakup, through a divorce, so am I. It's going to get better. Okay. You didn't need this in your life and therefore God removed it. You can't stay in a situation because you're going to feel pain either way, right? You're going to feel pain by staying there. You're going to feel pain by leaving. But the greater pain comes when you stay in a situation you're not happy in. Leaving, at least you know you're going to reach a transformation. There's going to be change for the better. Okay. So, you know, yes, you're going to hurt either way, but this is the kind of good hurt. Okay, when you walk away and things get better. Okay? So, I'm sorry if you're going through a divorce. You're not a victim. You're victorious. All right. Number 3, Pentacles, collaboration, a lot of teamwork. All right? You're going to probably be coming up with a lot of creative ideas for some side hustles that are going to be great. Okay? As long as you get together with people. Maybe this might be something at work. Maybe you used to be a person that just were always solo and now you find teamwork and you decide that you want to work together with other people because maybe you're thinking, you know what, working with other people is going to bring me more success. Libra just had this. Libra had a lot of teamwork just now. Okay, so everything's going to be all right. It's almost like you might have had like a little tiny plan and it's going to work. Because you get that wish fulfillment. 2 more, please. Hopefully, I don't have to clarify, but 2 more, please. Thank you. 1 more. Guys, can I please have 1 more? This is my last reading for today. Thank you. All right. So, before I ask for... Oh, no, that's it. We're done. At least I think so. My guides might lead me to something else, like what they did with the Capricorn reading. That was insane. I had been calling the 9 of Swords and saying that that card needed to come out. It just needed to come out. All of a sudden, I finished the reading and my guides go, you need to take 1 more from the other deck because you need to show them that the 9 of Swords needs to come out. And boom, the 9 of Swords came out. And they asked me to take out 2 cards. There was a reason for that and the 9 of Swords came out. That's why I tell you guys, I'm not just any tarot reader. All right, 9 of Pentacles, the number 9 might be extremely significant because you have it here twice. 9 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles. So you're going to be getting your wish fulfillment to the point that you're going to be profiting on something, a lot of luxuries, a lot of success, and a lot of you bringing home a lot of good news, okay? Your family being stable and good, all right? Remember that the 9 of Pentacles in traditional tarot, there's a woman with 9 pentacles. She has some on the side and some on the other side, just like in this picture. Remember to save a little, okay? Don't go splurging. You have this money is coming in, so be smart about it, all right, you guys? Don't go spending it on anything and everything, okay? Save some for a little rainy day, all right? But definitely, you cannot make this up right under the wish fulfillment card. I don't put these cards in orders. I put them because my guides try to put together a puzzle of messages that for me, to use me as a vessel to give them to you. But they don't always tell me to put them in the order as they come out. Okay, and again, 7 of Pentacles now. It's like you have been working so hard and now everything, cultivation grows and you see the results. So your hard work pays off. That's the reason why there's so many Pentacles. You might have even been like saving for the longest. And for a while, maybe you didn't see your savings account. And then you're like, oh my God. Or you get a raise or something happens. But there's money's gonna be coming out of everywhere. All right, you guys, strongly. And then we have the Five of Wands. So there's some type of resolution that is going to be resolved. Maybe this has to do with the divorce that you're going through. Maybe you're going to court and, you know, things are getting resolved. Maybe custody battles, who gets what, who gets how much, and it's going to be resolved. Okay, the judge is going to make sure that they are being fair. Okay, that things come together, that there's no battles, no fatigue, and that you're not suppressing emotions. And if you are suppressing emotions and you need to cry about this, you need to cry. Okay, do not suppress your emotions. Let it all out. I told you, Priscilla told you here. You need to let your emotions all out, whether that is speaking to a counselor, which I would strongly recommend. All right, speaking to a counselor, speaking to a friend, speaking to your mother, your father, your boss. I speak to my boss a lot about my problems. You know, we have a good relationship. So, you know, just let it out if you need to cry. But the problems, the battles, the whatever, it's over. That's why, you know, there's transformation and you're preparing for change. It's over. All right, we are moving on to money and career. If you're watching the short, remember to please watch the full reading. I'm linking that link below. Thank you. That was fast. The faster you guys give me the cards, the faster I can end the reading. What do we have, please, for Aquarius? And Aquarius is the star. I always say that during every Aquarius reading. So, you know, you guys are going to be successful in whatever you do. Transformation is going to be all right. What do we have for Aquarius, please? One more, please, for Aquarius. Whoa. One for Aquarius. Okay, this one looks like it wants to come out. All right. So, we have wishes coming true. There we go. Second time clarified. My guides are no joke. All right. Your wish is being granted, but it may not come in the way that you expected. No worries. It's just what you need. Okay. Because God always knows what they need to give you, what you need, and nothing less and nothing more. All right. So listen, you've been wishing, you've been hoping, and here comes your wish. Incredible. All right. It says here, entrepreneurial spirit. Embrace your inner entrepreneur. Identify a passion or skill you can monetize in. Create a business plan and take the first step towards launching your venture. All right, you guys. So if you've been thinking that this is part of your wish, now you know it's going to be granted, but you know, and you're going to be successful in it. This might have to be with something you've been wanting to do with a business for the longest time now. It says self-love. Loving yourself inside out, putting yourself first, speak life over you. Positive affirmations, awakening to how beautiful you are. Okay? Because you are beautiful. So whatever you need, you know, to say this, manifest this affirmation, say it. You need a lot of self-love and you're on your way because you're transforming into something else and preparing for change. All right? Incredible reading. Incredible. All right. And then finally, we have the hand. Okay? You've been manifesting money. You reach your goal. And now you're going to have a lot of financial assistance. And I said that to you, people helping you out. You know, you're just going to get help. Okay? You're going to be really focused on your work and doing what you need to do in order for this money to continue to grow. Because you already planted your seeds, right? You did what you needed to do. And now it's just coming in. Okay? You have here a lot of earth, which is Libra, Capricorn, and Virgo. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And then you have Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, and you have Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces strongly. Okay? Strong. A lot of cups and a lot of money. All right. And then you have this. So now we are moving on to love. If you are watching the short, I am linking the full video here. All right. So you can watch the love part, but I suggest you watch the entire reading because this was like really good. These readings always are. Whether it's bad things, it's still a good reading. You know, because it's always, you know, things turn around because things don't stay the same. Things don't stay the same. What do you have for love for Aquarius? Please speak because I'm with my time already. Okay, your love brings warmth I never knew I needed. So there's somebody who really loves you, either you or them. Either they're wanting to tell you this or you're wanting to tell them that. Okay, it's almost like you found your person, you know, or you will find your person, because there's a lot of cups here. So this might be somebody of the water sign collective. Okay, that might have their eyes set on you if you're not already with this person. Okay, what do we have for Aquarius, please? Thank you. It says, my dreams. I've been dreaming about you in my dreams. We are so free and in love. I wish I could stay there forever. Yep, this person loves you to pieces. So if you're having any doubt with regards to this person, have no fear, because that person is into you big time. Okay. What do we have for Aquarius, please? Give me one card. What do we have for Aquarius? All right, so we have running from your problems won't solve them. So if you guys are needing to resolve a problem with your significant other, running from it is not going to resolve it. Somebody had this reading today where, you know, they needed to talk. I think it was Gemini. So if you are connected to a Gemini, you guys, this confirms that you need to talk. Gemini had that strongly in the reading. Like there was something they needed to let out in order for their love life to improve. All right, you guys. So let it out. You need to make sure that, you know, you're speaking up, you're making things better. And like I said before, if you need to cry, then you need to cry. Okay. We are moving on to Oracle messages. If you're watching the short, the link is below or attached to the short so that you guys can, you know, listen to those messages, which are always important. All right, we have 11:44. Okay, this might be 11 weeks, for days, for hours, for minutes. Take it as it resonates. And it says high vibes, divine intervention, prosperity, big time prosperity, big ventures, fated events, faith. You've had that faith, and that's why you have wish fulfillment twice. Purpose, higher calling. Okay, love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity and exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations, right? I told you that you guys with the Three of Pentacles, we're going to be meeting people who are like-minded individuals, and therefore might help you really embark on this new successful journey, this new wish fulfillment that you guys have been asking for. Okay, let's go with Animal Oracle messages. What do we have for Aquarius? Thank you. Raccoon, letting go. Yep, you did that already. And that's what you're transforming. This message has to do with those things to which you cling. Be it thought form, habit, creed, or situation. The time has come to let it go. Sometimes something is halting your progress and you are spinning your wheels. Once you embrace change, whoa, you can't make this up. We started with prepare for change, and now they tell you that you need to embrace change. Incredible. Blessings will follow. This reading is incredible. Wow. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong deck. All right, we're gonna messages from the universe. What a waste of time that was. What do we have for Aquarius, please? What do we have for Aquarius, guys? Let me please have one card. I am not gonna take it. Oh, come on, you want to give it to me? You can do this. What do we have, please, for Aquarius? I am not going to take the card. Give it to me. Michelle and Mateo, I need a card. Thank you. Jesus. All right. Live your life to its fullest potential. Let go of the need for approval from others. Live up to your own expectations and nobody else's. No more selling yourself short. Keep moving forward. You've got this. Okay? You have got this. Forget what people have to say and do. Okay? This is your life. Especially if they're coming with negative and envious energy. You don't need that in your life. All right. We are now going to reveal our last 2 cards, and we're going to wrap up this reading. Shed. Yep. Shed all that old skin. Let it go because you're transforming. Shedding is transforming. So confirmed and clarified. You just cannot make this up. All right. According to your faith, be it unto you. So if you guys, this is messages from God. If you guys want to read that in the Bible, that, that little chapter, you can either open your Bible or check it on Google. All right, you guys, but they're telling you to read that verse in the Bible. There might be a message there for you. All right, you guys, it has been a pleasure. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know which is your favorite tarot card in the comments. Mine is the Justice. Also the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun and the Star. Of course they are. All right, and the Chariot, because that's my own. I'm a Cancer. All right, you guys, I haven't seen the Chariot for a while. All right, you guys, be well. Watch the egg ritual, watch the playlist, whatever piques your interest. And then I'm going to put the reading for the last Aquarius reading. Take care, one love, and thank you again. Be blessed.